Narcissists, outwardly confident, dominating, and seemingly untouchable. But behind the mask lies a world of fears and insecurities they'll do anything to hide. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 things that terrify narcissists the most, revealing the cracks in their carefully constructed personas. Let's dive in. Fear of exposure. Narcissists thrive on illusions, grandiose stories about themselves, exaggerated achievements, and a carefully curated image. But their worst fear, exposure. The idea of someone uncovering the truth behind their facade is utterly terrifying. This could be as small as pointing out a minor mistake they've made, or as big as revealing their manipulative behavior to others. The narcissist's world revolves around control, and being exposed threatens that control at its core. Imagine a narcissist boss who takes credit for their team's work. If someone confronts them publicly, calling out their lies, the sheer humiliation and the loss of admiration is enough to send them spiraling. Fear of rejection. Rejection cuts deep for anyone, but for a narcissist, it's like a dagger to the heart. Their self-worth is often built on external validation, a friend declining an invitation, a romantic partner leaving them, or even an online comment questioning their choices can feel like a catastrophic event. What makes rejection particularly haunting for narcissists is that it mirrors their inner fears that they're not truly as special or desirable as they'd like others to believe. This leads them to overreact, lash out, or even launch a smear campaign against the person who rejected them. Fear of losing control. Control is everything to a narcissist. It's how they manipulate their environment and maintain their dominance over others. Losing control, whether it's over a situation, a relationship, or their own emotions, is a nightmare scenario. This fear often shows up in subtle ways. For instance, a narcissist might micromanage every detail of a project or insist on dictating every aspect of a group dynamic. When they sense they're losing their grip, you'll often see sudden outbursts or manipulative tactics designed to pull the strings back in their favor. Fear of criticism. Narcissists love to dish out criticism, but they absolutely cannot take it. Even constructive feedback feels like a personal attack. Why? Because it challenges their inflated sense of self. Think of a narcissist artist who's told their latest work isn't their best. Instead of reflecting or improving, they'll lash out at the critic, call them jealous or ignorant, and might even cut ties entirely. Criticism forces them to confront imperfections they've spent a lifetime denying. It's not just about the feedback, it's about the identity crisis it triggers. Fear of abandonment. Abandonment is perhaps the most primal fear for a narcissist. Despite their outward arrogance, many narcissists struggle with a deep fear of being alone. This stems from their dependency on others for validation. When someone leaves, whether it's a friend, partner, or even a business associate, it's not just a loss. It's a blow to their entire identity, which relies on external approval to stay intact. This is why setting boundaries with narcissists often triggers extreme reactions. They'll do anything to keep you tethered to their orbit, even if it means resorting to guilt-tripping or emotional manipulation. Fear of irrelevance. Narcissists need to feel important. They crave the spotlight, the recognition, and the admiration of others. The idea of being irrelevant or forgotten is their worst nightmare. This is why narcissists often dominate conversations, overshare their achievements, or insist on being the center of attention. Social media is a particularly revealing playground for this fear. A narcissist's need for likes, comments, and followers is often insatiable. Fear of accountability. Accountability forces narcissists to confront their actions, something they'll avoid at all costs. Admitting fault is incompatible with their self-image, so they'll often shift blame, deny wrongdoing, or create elaborate excuses. Consider a narcissist caught lying at work. Instead of owning up, they'll deflect. I only said that because someone misinformed me, or that's not what I meant. Holding them accountable is like shining a flashlight into a cave. They'll do anything to dodge the light. Fear of emotional intimacy. While narcissists may appear charming and charismatic, emotional intimacy scares them. True connection requires vulnerability, something they avoid at all costs. Opening up means revealing their insecurities and flaws, which contradicts the perfect image they've built. This is why narcissists often sabotage relationships as they become more emotionally intense. Fear of failure. Failure is deeply unsettling for narcissists. Their inflated self-image demands constant success, and anything less feels like a direct attack on their worth. Even small setbacks, a missed promotion, a rejected idea, or losing a game, can provoke an outsized reaction. They might go to great lengths to reframe failures as successes or shift the blame onto others. Fear of being ignored. For a narcissist, being ignored is perhaps the ultimate fear. Their very identity hinges on being noticed, admired, and validated. When the world stops paying attention, their facade begins to crumble. This is why the silent treatment or gray rocking, being unresponsive and neutral, is so effective in dealing with narcissists. It deprives them of the attention they desperately crave, forcing them to confront the emptiness they've been running from. Narcissists may appear invincible, but beneath the surface lies a fragile ego riddled with fear. By understanding what scares them, we not only protect ourselves from their manipulation, but also gain insight into the vulnerabilities that drive their behavior. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's continue uncovering truths together.